And we're back, fellow knife and outdoor gear enthusiasts. I'm C, and this is
Jewel, just Jewel.
With those new knives you've been hyped for all week long.
He's the hype man.
Always.
From brands like Bestech,
Kubey,
V NIVES,
CJRB,
SOG,
Spyderco,
and Kansept.
Here we go. Let's commence! Starting with the latest Spyderco Lil Temperance 3.
Sure thing. So we're going to just give you a little bit of background on Lil Temperance. So it has a pretty long history, getting about 2001. When the original Lil Temperance was introduced, it had like a stout leaf blade made of 440V and CPM S30V a little later. And then they came up with the Lil Temperance 2. It had more of an upswept trailing point blade. Eventually all models of Lil Temperance were discontinued about 2004, 2005, somewhere around there. Then in 2017, Sal Glesser resurrected the Lil Temperance, making some minor adjustments to the blade, more pronounced ricassio, jimping on the thumb ramp, that type of thing.
Yeah.
Yep.
It was a knife before its time.
It was.
And now its time's here. Then in 2022, they replaced the G10 scales with FRN, making the lightweight version, while also introducing the VG10 steel. Of course, this one is a whole new addition to the Lil Temperance lineage, as it features teal blue FRN scales, as most of the K390 steels do.
So this version of the Lil Temperance is 7.17 inches overall, with a 2.92 inch wide leaf shaped blade, with a 2.82 inch cutting edge, Bowler K390 steel, full flat grind, jimping, satin finish, 0.15 inch thickness, and on this a plain edge.
Also features the compression lock for blade disengagement and the iconic Spyderco thumb hole for blade deployment from either side.
Yep.
Lastly, the Sal Glesser, I have a tough time with that one every time.
It's okay.
Design was made in Japan and features the 4-position pocket clip. There you go. And lanyard. You can nab it at AK for only $217.
Alright, what are your thoughts?
I love it.
It look great with a lanyard.
I'm starting to like the teal here with the K390. This is a massive blade if you
It is a pretty big blade.
pay close attention to it. It's really nice. You can obviously flick it open if you want to.
Spidey flick.
Yep, and it's a little different because it has
The hole's a little bigger too.
it has a beefier, you notice that, a beefier top to the knife here. Gives you some place to hold it and supports this massive blade.
Yeah, so I like this knife. It's got the blade shape of like the Ambitious, but a little wider, a little longer. And if you remember, I liked the Ambitious. I just thought it needed to be a touch bigger. And that's what this one gives you. Love the teal FRN. And I really want to see what the performance is, the differences between this K390 Spyderco does and their other steels. Because I'm like, is it really sharper? Because they make ATR like that. So I'm trying to figure out if this one, if you can make it any sharper. I feel like... I bet you can, but I just want to see if they can do it.
With that,
A+ for me.
it's on to the A+.
Yes.
Better mark that down in your scorecards.
Okay. Go ahead.
I'm giving them time.
Oh, giving them time.
For scoring at home. It's on to the Bestech Tardis. 7 different options to choose from. Black, blue, light blue, OD green, red, purple, and a black-purple mix. We have the light blue version with us today. So this folder is 7.67 inch overall with 3.14 inch D2 blade. Two-tone finish, jimping, plain edge, and 0.12 thickness. Blade is deployed with a colored dual-side thumb studs.
Handle is G10 and colors vary as mentioned. This liner lock sports a tip-up steel pocket clip, barrel spacers, and was designed by Ostap Hel. So this knife will definitely save you time with how quickly it cuts. Find it for only $63 at alandknife.com. Alright, so I really like the colors and the design of this knife. It's definitely out of the box, but still fits Bestech's look. The only downside, I think, is the opening. D10's a little strong. I mean, I like the colored thumb studs. It really makes it stand out on the blade. I just think it's a little sticky. I don't know, maybe if it needs a little oil.
On this one.
Yeah, or just this model. but I like it. I do think a flipper tab would work better. I know I always go, if there's no flipper tab, I mention it. Sorry, that's just me. Other than that, this is definitely a knife I'd have in my collection. Excellent design and color work, Bestech and Ostap.
Alright, very good.
Go ahead, what do you think?
I like the design a lot. I don't like these colors.
I like these colors.
Some people might like this nice teal. I love the blue on the
thumbsticks.
Yeah, and I like the design of the blade. I mean, reminiscent of others, but some
minor things, you know.
Differences. Nice area for jimping.
Yes.
Easy to use and cut. I'd take one just in a different color. Any of the other 6, maybe not the purple, but
I picked this one. That's why.
That's okay. Like you can pick it all you want.
Great, because I did.
Give him the next one.
So our next carry is the SOG Bayonet Bar15T.
My favorite one so far.
That's great.
Only one option, but how many options of bayonets do you need?
I don't think you need many.
I take 4.
You take 4?
Yeah, they fit on ARs, right? Can't beat that.
That's great.
The fixed knife is just under 12.5 inch overall, but really who cares about that? 7-inch Tanto blade. That's what we care about. Made of Voss 8 steel, black finish and plain edge. It's got a blade guard, barrel ring, AR compatible attachment.
Right there.
You know you want to put one on the end of it. You know you want to.
It's great.
I want to. I want 4 right now. Black G10. Nice, beefy handle.
Yeah.
Wow. And a black Kydex sheath, which, you know, unless it fits on there while it's on the AR,
this is
I don't
like
really care.
If you're in the car, you can take your knife off and still keep the attachment on there. And then when you get out, you can just clip it on.
You can ride around in the car with that?
No, you have just this piece on there. This will stay in the sheath. And then when you get out, you just...
Oh, snap it back on.
Snap it back on.
Well, where we're going with this, we ain't going to have a car.
$79.99 from alandknife.com. What are you going to have, a tank?
No.
Tim Allen it?
We'll be on foot.
Oh.
Yeah.
You'll be on foot.
$79.99, really?
Yeah, all right. You go ahead and tell me.
Wow. I am getting 4 of these. What do I think? Well, what is there really to think? It is a... I'm going to say
beefy. I couldn't do it quite in his voice.
Reminiscent of a cold steel. Now, I know that they're the same company now, so that's probably why. But, oh my goodness. I just love this knife. Yeah, I like that too.
Supposed to snap on there?
Obviously, it's not going to break on you.
Obviously.
All this steel. And the Tanto is just, wow. It's just awesome. I mean, taking this out into camping situation, maybe be a little heavy for just camping, but if you were going out, spend a little time in the woods, this sucker has to go with you.
I think if you're holding an AR with that on there, you're not really worried about weight.
Well, that's not the woods, that's called the range. And so, yes, you can take your bayonet to the range.
This is a very substantial knife. It's got real heft to it. It does have the it factor. I will give it that. I don't think it has much practical application outside of like survival situations.
Talking about practical?
Okay, well look, you really can't, well I shouldn't say can't, but you really shouldn't use it for like an EDC at work or something, okay? Come on. Unless your boss is like cool with this, then bayonet it up all you want. I mean, overall, for the price, the heft, the quality of the sheath, it's an A+.
Well, if you're a forest ranger. Practical?
Yeah.
We're talking practical.
No, but...
Well, let me ask you a question.
If someone's like, okay, I'm just going to go out, he's not going to grab that. He's
been going down the road, you're 10 miles from home, it's only about 20 minutes, and you pull into Burger King. Because you're hungry. Is that practical?
Yes.
It's not good for you.
Hungry.
You said that you ain't going to do anything good for you.
You're hungry.
Yep, survival. That's what you're doing. This is the same thing right here. I mean, those things are not practical. Save you money, come home, make a sandwich. Pay some bills, put away for retirement. I mean, that's practical.
401ks.
Who cares about practical? Get yourself a bayonet.
That's great.
Good gosh. Practical.
I said it is a good buy. Talk about practice. Talk about practice.
I think they know.
Just go ahead. On to the next knife.
Practical. All right, you sure?
Yes.
All right, we'll go on.
It could go for forever.
Kubey RDF. It did go forever.
Now on the table. So there's 6 different options to pick from. There's black, blackout, tan, OD green, and camo, and of course Each of those versions either comes in a bead blasted or black finish, so that's what gives it the 6 different options. So we have the camo and the regular black ones to show you guys. So this folder is 7.32 inches overall, a 3.11 inch Ost 10 spear point blade, flat grind, 0.12 inch thickness, jimping, and plain edge. Blade is deployed with either the, so hold on, you got the thumb hole here, then you got the jimped flipper stud, and then the button lock, like that. Come to about 59.61 on the HRC scale.
Fully contoured handle in tan black, camo, or OD green G10. Features a stainless steel tip-up reversible pocket clip, lanyard hole, designed by Alessandra De Santis. These button locks are only $56 from AtlanticKnife.com.
What I meant is that you could throw these in your pocket. You wouldn't want to go throwing this in your pocket, okay? I gotta run to the store real quick. Okay, you grab a knife. You grab something small, easy, you can put in your pocket. It's got a pocket clip. You're not grabbing this. That's what I meant.
Well, that's why you have one in your car already.
Oh, okay. Well, is this the one that's in your car already? Because then it's not attached to your belt
Well,
anymore.
I'd have to have 5 then, because the other 4 are going to be on the
Oh,
ARs.
goodness, that's great. Okay, well, I think Kubey did a very well design. It fits my hand. I'm sure it fits his hand. Not to mention the blade is well shaped for cutting, piercing, slicing, whatever you need it for. I'm usually not fond of camo. I'm just not the camo kind of girl. But I actually think this is probably their most alluring option. It's very like Spyderco paramilitary-esque, if you look at it. I mean, I think in terms of this EDC button lock, year of the button lock, I give it an A+ from Kubey, because this is a good knife.
You went A+? plus?
I went A+. I'm handing out A+.
Wow,
today.
you're just like
I'm
plussing
very
it up.
givey, yeah.
And it's not even Christmas.
It's good.
All right, so
Here, look at this
I like it a lot.
black one.
I think it's very nice. I like the button lock. It seems pretty responsive to me. And I'm actually pressing the button in each time.
No
I guess you could just hold it. Yep.
Hydra design.
You know, steel pocket clip, you know, we're probably a little past a basic little pocket clip. But, you know, D2, button lock, $56. I mean, this is going to be your first knife. Wouldn't be a bad choice. I know. It's so many choices. That's the problem.
Yeah, but
anymore.
they all have steel pocket clips too. I don't think the material of the pocket clip really goes into my decision unless it's like a $200 or $300 knife. And I'm like, well, don't.
That is true.
Yeah, I don't care as long as it works and doesn't break. I don't care.
As long as it doesn't break.
Yeah, unless it looks stupid. This doesn't. This looks like a standard pocket clip.
Moving
to me,
on.
So that's fine.
New options to the Pyrite.
We're ramblers
We're
too.
featuring them next.
Okay,
That's what we're all about.
go ahead.
First, make sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe, as well as ring that bell. That way you're connected to all things AK.
Including giveaways. So we're starting another one this week. It's the Can't Beat BRS giveaway.
Ooh.
Yeah. So if you like, share, comment, and subscribe, as well as ring that bell, you'll be entered to win the BRS Navajo Folding Green Beauty with M390 steel. And, hold on, just gotta show you a little brass backspacer there. I like the little arrow on the pocket clips. That's nice. And a foam Evolve case. Because Evolve is BRS, if you didn't know that. There it is. Okay.
Wow.
I know. So you can double your chances of winning by becoming an official AK member over on AtlanticKnife.com's website. Link to that is down below.
Whereas eyeing that like it just come out the oven.
Go ahead.
Alright, naturally you can check out all the deals AK is hosting while you're there, including closeouts on all discontinued models, and there are tons. Kansept, Kershaw, Zero Tolerance, Real Steel,
Civivi,
Cold
Wee,
Steel.
Senka.
Keep going. Give me some more. Bradley,
Yeah.
Fair and Forge.
Yep. I ran out.
Right now.
Yeah.
Rough Rider.
Okay.
Now I know that's not a common name
Steel
here.
Wheel.
Yep, Steel Wheel. There's so many of them.
There's a few.
There's at least 100 M390s marked down.
Artisan. Big
MKM,
Artisan.
Viper.
Okay.
Trying to one-up me?
Trying to one up me.
No, I would never do
Sounds like
that.
you're trying to up on me.
Alright.
Alright, so with that, anything else to declare?
Nah, I'm not going to Canada.
Oh, okay. So we've got the CJRB Pyrite in Wharncliffe style in stock now. So there's 6 different versions to pick from. It's 7.3 inches overall with a 3.11 inch Wharncliffe blade made of AR RPM 9 steel. Comes to about, let's see, 59.61 on the HRC scale with flat grind, jimping, stonewash, or black PVD coating. Go ahead.
Alright, are you sure?
Yep.
Blade is open with a thumb slot, or button lock. You sure, Tom?
Yep.
Good job.
I know.
The handle material on this one is green micarta. though it comes in black stainless, gray stainless, green G10, black G10, and more. You can get it while supplies last, starting at just, are you ready? $47.84.
Yeah, and
shipped free at 2.
And for right now, it's got a pocket clip, reversible lanyard hole, and a pouch.
Oh.
Sometimes that changes, so just I get it now while you can get the stuff. Yeah, so we also have the large Pyrite, which comes in 3 options right now. So it is 8.7 inches when fully deployed. Buttlock has a 3.7 inch AR RP9 steel drop point blade with flat grind, stonewash finish, jimping, and plain edge.
Blade is open with either the dual-sided thumb studs or the button lock.
I just tried to liner lock it.
Handle on this one is black G10, but there is a gray stainless one and a green micarta one. I'm sure there'll be others. Finally, each button lock has a lanyard hole and a deep carry, tip-up, reversible pocket clip for now.
For now.
You always keep saying for now?
Yep. Yeah. So you can find your CJRB large Pyrite pouch for now. Only $54.94 from AtlanticKnife.com. So I have to say these new options are the bomb, okay? They're good quality for the price, and since it's one of the most popular recent models CJRB has done, I think it was smart to do a larger one and then a slightly different blade style. I do think this one and this one need flipper tabs. That's all I'm going to say.
You got button locks.
I do like how good they are. Yeah.
There it is. Keep flipping that around. Alright,
just flip it. Flip it good. Dun, 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 dun. Okay. And I'm going to say the thumb studs on this are excellent. They're the good height, good size. You can flip it open easily from both sides. So.
Alright, on there I got to say.
Go ahead.
It's the, I was watching. You were going to hand it.
Close. I was going to hand it to you closed.
I think she did that intentionally.
What? I would never do that intentionally.
The large one is my style.
Of course.
Fits your hand. It's a good size. I mean, I love the Pyrite already. I think I have one. Can't remember which one. I think it's a titanium one. Very sleek. It's one thing I noticed about it is the thinness of the handle.
It is very thin.
Yep, but still has a beefy blade, so can't beat that. Time to move on.
Top notch.
Here we go. Next we have the Kansept Tuckamore. It's on the table. Well, it was. So, 4 options to pick from here. Green carbon fiber one is the one we have. This frame lock sports a 3.5 inch CPM 20 CV Wharncliffe blade, whose finish varies from black stone wash to plain stone wash. Also has a flat grind plain edge jimping and can be opened with the thumb hole.
There it is. Thought you knew. So this frame lock is 8.12 inches overall. Has a titanium handle, both sides, with the carbon fiber inlay. Of course, the inlay options vary from micarta to they got shredded carbon fiber, then they got this marble fat carbon fiber, so really got to check them out. So designed by Jonathan Stiles, this folder has a tip-up, deep carry, titanium pocket clip. There's also a Damascus one. I can't remember which version has it, but you have to check our website. And it comes with a pouch and cleaning cloth.
Alright. Get this eye-catching design starting at $179.89 from AtlanticKnife.com.
Alright. Hold on. There you go. Your turn. Go ahead. What do you think?
Well, this is the only one I've seen. I have not seen the other versions. I'm not a big fan of the green. I love green. It's one of my favorite colors. Probably my favorite color overall. But I don't like it on this knife. Other than that, the blade style is awesome.
I like the blade style too.
You got 20 CV.
It looks like the Bestech Platypus, which I love that.
It does, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I kind of see that. Also kind of reminds me of the Kansept, I knew I was Spirit.
Spirit?
Yeah, it's a little bit different, but very similar. Styling of the knife is nice. I like the inlay. It's very smooth, keeping the knife still very thin.
And both
see-through
sides.
chassis, which you can't beat. Good jimping on it. You know, I'm sure it's going to be extremely sharp. It's got a nice lockup. I can't find anything wrong with anything today.
Right on. Yeah. So I think this is probably my favorite on the tail this week. It's got the high quality materials I look for in a usable collector piece, as well as the cool design look. I, on the other hand, am a sucker for green carbon fiber, and I think this looks awesome. If you haven't noticed, I like green carbon fiber. Personally, I really like this knife. Everything you said, I like. I mean, I don't really care about see-through chassis. It's fine. I just like the knife itself. And it's pretty thin, which you wouldn't think it was going to be, but it feels light and thin.
It is.
So, A+. And with that, final knife. The V NIVES Adappt.
Alright. from one of my friends. 3 options, black, green, and orange. We're sporting the black one today. Spray Monkus 3.65 inch CPM S30V drop point blade. Flat ground plain edge satin finish. Jimping. Pretty thick at about an eighth an inch, a little bit more than an eighth, 0.156. This Tim Wegner design showcases a titanium frame with black G10 scale front, along with a 4-position pocket clip and lanyard hole.
So blade can be deployed with the jimped back flipper tab, if you even want to call it a tab, or the thumb divot. That's what we're calling it, but that's what it is. That's what we got. Weighing it at 6.2 ounces, this sturdy beast of a blade is built for the belt. Look at that pocket clip. Frame lock comes with a box and hardware. So, as an advanced design apex predator processing tool, the Adapt is the right everyday carry for you for only $319.95 from
LionKnife.com. Well, what do you think?
Okay, well, I have to say, the extra design aesthetics isn't something I was expecting from V Knives. The paw prints.
Oh, Camp can compass that. Oh, well, Tim Wegner did the knives.
Yeah, he designed it. It's just something that's I don't usually see from them. I saw this knife at Blade Show like in passing, and it was just a quick, oh, hey, cool knives. I like it. I had to leave quickly because I had other things I had to go do. But now that I'm really holding it and looking at it, I really like it. I mean, it's a big blade, and the lockup is like, wow, like, just, you can feel it lock up. It's great. I like the blade shape too. I wish it was just a little...
Jill's going to put a bar in front of the
wider.
fine china every time she does the lockup.
A little wider. I don't know. I feel like it could go either way. I'm not sure how many dudes want a knife with paw prints all over it. Just be
I bet you more than want a Poochie.
That's true. This is probably more of a ask C what he thinks.
All right, well, you can ask C.
Go ahead, ask C what do you think.
This is kind of an old school knife. The scales are kind of rough. Has a lot of things were thought about here. Where to put your hand, how to hold your hand. This knife rests right on my hand. I mean, it's almost like it had a D-guard and I was holding it in.
It's an extension of me.
Little extras. The blade is extra thick on top.
He made a joke earlier. He's like, you know what? I bet when I was shaking Mr. Mellencamp's hand, he was like, okay, what are C's measurements? So Tim can get this just, well, I call him Mr. But
I got you.
Yeah.
He appreciates that too, I bet.
That's great. Mike. There.
Yeah. And there's jimping here for your thumb. And there's jimping up here. Now it doesn't have a usable choil, but it's got this area that can double as a choil area that's actually jimped that your finger fits right in.
It's nice jimping.
Everything.
Excellent use of jimping too.
Oh, I know. I'm telling you, he gave it a lot of thought, and the design was, I don't want to say perfect, but very close to it. Did you notice how he hid the pivot cap? It's down in the knife. Yeah, it's got a design to it, like a heart, a V, whatever. Yeah,
V-ish.
So, you know, we should give Mellencamp his own sign, like Wu-Tang has theirs. He could have a. I don't know, we better watch out. Maybe do some kind of gang sign. I don't know. It's a beefy knife, and
pink bunnies.
Old school people like that about knives. So
I think it's a nice knife.
I like it a lot.
Yeah, it's got that box. I like it.
And do I wish it was under $300? Sure.
We always do.
You know, I wish it was under $50.
I wish I was.
I wish he'd mail me 3 for free.
3? 1 in each color.
Now you can keep the orange.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
I don't want to see.
Or a special one with, like, I don't know,
Ooh.
light green handle maybe, or carbon fiber. That sounds nice. That was our last knife.
I'm gonna sum it up here, aren't I? 8 cares. That was our last knife on the table. Make sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe, as well as ring the YouTube bell. That way you're linked with Atlantic Knife and are notified when new stuff comes down just like that.
Yeah, you also get entered into giveaways, so make sure to become an official AK member via the link below to increase your chances of winning the Can't Beat BRS giveaway. You want a Navajo? You know you want one. So make sure to check us out on all those social media sites too, like Facebook, Pinterest, Reddit, YouTube, Instagram, Rumble, and AK's blog. Find pictures of new knives, AK knife drop announcements, knife previews, and so much more. And like that, it's time. Favorite knife this week. Everyone already knows mine.
I think everybody knows mine.
I don't know. Is it this big?
Yep.
Okay. So he chose a soft.
If I have to pick a knife, I gotta be practical.
You're gonna mock me now
I'm
for
gonna
using
go with
practical?
these here.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I'm not gonna open them like my old friend does. Yeah.
That's great. Well, obviously, the Kansept Tuckamore.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Knew that was coming.
Yeah,
So there you are. We did it all.
We
Now
did.
it's time to go get beef and some baked potato.
And like always,
I'm C, and this is,
Jewel, just Jewel.
and we are signing off. I just washed this hat yesterday. Perfectly spotless yesterday. Here we go. And we're back, fellow knife and outdoor gear enthusiasts. I'm C, and this is
Jewel, just Jewel.
with those new knives. I'll start over.